we're live.
Hello and good morning, and welcome to the Pete Braley Show. I'm Pete Braley, along with my co-host, the executive producer, the show creator, the guy who's ready for a win in Game 6, my son, Matt.
That's me.
Hopefully, huh?
I mean, you have to be ready for a win at this point. You can't be ready for anything else.
Yeah, you got to be hoping. Game 6, then Game 7. So we have a great show planned for you today. Our goal is to simply start your day on a positive note. So if you like what we do, then please hit the like button and subscribe so that you don't miss any future shows. We are obviously live weekday mornings at 8 here on YouTube, and you can watch us anytime during the day, of course, or you can also catch us on any of your favorite Facebook apps. And don't forget, you can reach us by phone anytime. Your voicemails are welcome at 774-473-9910. Coming up today, a couple of Feel Good Friday stories, and we got some calls on the voicemail.
We do.
We have two Feel Good Friday stories coming from you. Also, sibling rivalry does not end once you grow up. Let's see if someone can relate to this. Americans are getting tired of cooking, it seems. And the company that makes most of the candy corn in this country has been hacked. Do we feel bad? Well, I guess I'm true about it.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right. We have all that and more coming up. So, yeah, we're going with the... I was going to wear the Red Sox jersey, but we talked about this yesterday. Mm-hmm. It didn't work for the past two games.
It hasn't.
No.
That's correct.
So past two games, I wore the shirt. They lost, so we mixed it up. I went with the Football Friday throwback. Huh?
Yeah.
You know what this is?
Kazanka.
It's not Kazanka.
I know.
Larry Zonka, running back when I first fell in love with this team in 1972.
What a guy.
Actually, he was a fullback. And he was the kind of guy that you'd have like six guys on his body, and he would drag them into the end zone.
Back to the good old fullback days.
Yes. You don't see that much anymore, do you?
We thought we were getting back to it with the Peyton Hillis days, back when Peyton Hillis ran all over the Patriots.
Right.
And then Peyton Hillis became the cover of Madden, and that's where he peaked.
Yeah.
Now I don't even know where he is.
Never become the cover of Madden.
Now he's working at a State Farm somewhere.
Who's on the cover of... Oh, he's Jake from State...
I have no idea.
Who's on the cover this year for Madden?
It is Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady.
Oh, both?
Both of them, yeah.
Okay. Well, one's having a good year.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes struggling a little, would you say?
I mean, it's funny. I would say he's struggling for his caliber.
Right.
You know, he's not doing terrible for other quarterbacks' caliber. But, yeah.
Sports here, talking baseball for a moment here. Chris Taylor etched his name in the MLB history books with a 3-home run game to help the Dodgers stay alive in the NLCS. They beat the Braves 11-2. He's the first player to hit 3 home runs in a game with his team facing elimination. Back to Atlanta they go. The Dodgers are in the same situation as the Red Sox. They're trailing 3-2, and it's going back to the opposing team. And if we rewind the tape, you did hesitate yesterday on the football pick, saying, I don't know, Case Keenum's pretty good. Well, he stepped in for Baker Mayfield yesterday, and the Cleveland Browns beat Denver 17-14 on Thursday Night Football. So we start the week 0-1 with our picks.
Yep. It's a good start. It's a good start.
We'll do more picks later in the show, all right? Welcome to Friday, October 22nd. This is show number 88. We have 9 days until Halloween, 16 days until we change the clocks, 34 days until Thanksgiving, 59 days until somebody's birthday, and 64 days until Christmas. It's National Make a Dogs Day. And Charlie's in the other room.
Yeah, we kicked him out.
Well, Trish is home this morning.
Yeah.
National Make a Dogs Day provides an opportunity to give all dogs the best day of their lives.
There we go.
So I should give Charlie a rug to chew or something? I did have to get rid of my rug.
Yeah. There is one rug remaining in your room.
Just give it to him.
Let's see how long it lasts.
Today's National Nut Day, not to act like a nut, but to enjoy eating nuts.
Oh, okay.
And it's National Color Day, recognizing all the colors. I mean, we need them to have a nice color. We need a little orange, right? A little aqua and orange.
I wasn't sure if it was a national, like, color, like the verb, like color something today.
Oh, to color? Well,
Yeah. Everybody get a coloring book today.
that would be a good way to celebrate.
Is the adult coloring book craze still a thing? Because that was popular a couple years ago.
Sarah liked doing that a couple of years ago. I don't think... Is it still a thing?
Does anyone color on a daily basis?
On the date book for today, it was on this day in 1884 that Sporting Life newspaper announced that both pennant winners would meet in a 3-game series from October 23rd to the 25th at the Polo Grounds in New York to determine a baseball champion. 1884, before the World Series.
But they weren't playing baseball. They were playing polo. It was weird. It was a weird thing.
Weird game. Weird thing. So, let's see. So, originally, the championship was a 3-game series.
Okay.
Then I told you I found out that back when the Red Sox won the first one, it was a 9-game series.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's a 7-game series.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of like the 5-day.
The 5-game
Are you
series.
a fan of the 5-day or the 7-day?
You keep saying day.
Well, a game.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Because
5-game or 7-game.
I was going to say 5 days in a row. I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I like the 5 leading into the 7.
Okay. That's what we have now.
Yeah. Plus, if it was a 5-game series, we would have lost the other night. So,
okay, then maybe we don't
I think I'm content that it's a 7. Yeah.
On this day in 1897, the world's first car dealer opened in London. 1962, the Cuban Missile Crisis begins. President John F. Kennedy addresses the nation about Russian military bases missile bases in Cuba and imposes a naval blockade of Cuba. On this day in 1967, Paul McCartney denies rumors of his death. That must be weird, huh? To have to come out and deny, hello, I'm not dead.
Yeah. That's like Dolly Parton told a story one time that there was a news story that she died, and she had to call her family and tell them all that she didn't actually die. And she was that was the weirdest, hardest moment, was all of her loved ones thought she died, and she had to tell them that she was alive. So it's really weird.
And on this day in 2013, for all you Marvel movie fans, Thor: The Dark World, starring Chris Hemsworth, premiered in London. Where does that rank on your favorites? Do you have a favorite listing of Marvel movies?
I think I've watched them all. I mean, I've watched them all, and I think I've actually watched them all a few times. But I feel like you need to watch them all, and really get an opinion on them to rank them. I mean, Endgame's obviously at the top.
It has to be.
The emotions that one. Yeah. But yeah, no, I need to get back to the Marvel movies. I want to watch them all again.
Celebrity birthdays. Curly Howard, one of the Three Stooges, was born in Brooklyn on this day in 1903. Christopher Lloyd from Back to the Future, he is 83. God bless him, huh?
Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum is 69. Brian Boitano, the Olympic skater, is 58. Baseball's Ichiro Suzuki is 48. And Zach Hansen, this will make Abby's day. My nieces love Hansen. To this day, they will travel to see them. Zach Hansen is 36. I'm going to do a little housekeeping before we get going here. Yesterday, we were talking about recipes and whether or not people pass recipes down anymore, because it seems we're just going to YouTube and different food blogs. Your mom, when I pointed this out to Mom, she said, well, I made sure all the Braley girls have the Braley favorite recipes. So Marla, all the girls in Vermont,
the Word document?
Yes, they must have a copy of the Word document. Our question yesterday was about your favorite board games, and if you couldn't name one, I asked for your top 3. Greg said backgammon, backgammon, and backgammon.
It's an interesting 3. A very diverse 3 games.
Yes, very diverse, Greg. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I've never played backgammon.
Me neither.
No. Pam said pretty much the same as me. Sorry, Trouble, but she liked Candyland. That was one of her favorites. And Yvette came up with 2. She said Scrabble and Clue are her favorites.
Oh.
All right. So what do we have in the chats this morning? I can finally see your chats, by the way.
I just zoomed them in, too. Can you read them?
Yeah, if I squint.
Okay, Gary says TGIF.
Gail says happy birthday to somebody.
Yeah, She said, happy birthday to my favorite daughter, Megan. How did I get to be the parent of a 43-year-old? She is simply the best.
All right.
I will say one thing, though.
What?
Are you admitting you pick favorites, Gail?
Oh.
Or is this your only... It could be your only daughter. Is this your only daughter?
Right.
I don't know.
Because I know she has
that's a bold statement to say someone's your favorite. I mean, for
She
the
didn't say-
Braleys, it's public knowledge that I'm the favorite. You know, I mean, we've all accepted that. But I'm surprised that you're saying that. That's interesting. Andrea says wait, hold on. There's a bunch of P's.
Yes.
How would you even? I think she's beatboxing. Andrea, good for you.
Yes.
Beatboxing. Friday. So
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah.
And Gail also said, for my daughter, coloring books have always been a thing.
Oh, okay.
Well, there we go.
So she's 43 and still enjoys coloring.
And she's your favorite.
Well, yeah.
Look at that.
She didn't say favorite. She says she's simply the best.
Happy birthday to my favorite daughter.
Oh,
Megan.
is that? I didn't see that
This
part.
guy
I'm
finally
sorry.
I get him a monitor.
He got
can
me-
see what's going on.
And what is it, like a 27-inch monitor?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Do I need to zoom in more? I'll zoom in more.
I still.
I'll zoom in more. Let's see. You let me know when you can read it.
Oh, wow. Now I can read it.
Okay, perfect.
Now I can read it.
All right.
Time for today's totally random question. And our random question is, what country would you most like to visit? You know, if money were no object, if you could plan a vacation, what country have you always wanted to go to? Let us know in the chats this morning. I will also post this later in the day. All right? So let us know. Should I do my favorite just to get it going here? Not favorite, but the first thing that comes to mind for me, I'd like to go to Italy.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why. Just, you know, the food,
Big
the
pasta
wine.
guy.
Yeah, big pasta guy. Yeah. So the food, kind of intrigued by the Vatican. You know, I might want to see the Vatican. So, yeah, my guess would be Italy, or my answer. Shall we go to football picks?
Yes, real quick though, Gail did say I have my Megan, and then I have my 3 sons, Skip, Toby, and Miles. That's what I thought. I don't think a parent would blatantly admit their favorite. I was like, she's got to be the only daughter. Like, that's the only way. So there we go.
The answer is no. I don't have favorites. I love you all equally.
Charlie's the favorite. That's actually the truth.
Yeah. Charlie even tops me.
Actually, it's fun. All the in-laws take a turn at being the favorites. Like, none of the core kids are the favorites.
Oh,
it's
you
always
mean
like Josh
Steven,
or Marla or
Marla.
Steven.
Yeah.
They become the favorites. They like take turns.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I think she does that to put you in your place, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. All right, time for football picks.
Let's do it.
Week 7, is it?
Week 7.
I always lose track once we get into the season.
And check it out. There we go. Our records above our domes.
Nice.
I do have good news, folks. This is the last week I have to do it on the computer. We're getting a printer today.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to that. All right, let's go right into it.
All right, let's go. I can see them this week.
You can.
All right, so we lost yesterday because the Browns did beat the Broncos.
Yes, I should probably. I'll highlight that for us.
Okay.
All right, so let's get started. Washington at the Packers.
I'll have to go with the Packers.
I also realize I'm highlighting the wrong one. We did not pick the Browns. We lost. All right, so you're picking the Packers.
Yes.
That's probably. I got a feeling it's going to be a good game, but I'm also going to go with the Packers.
Okay.
Packers at home. Ron since week 1 has been on fire. Devontae Adams scored some touchdowns for me though. Chiefs at Titans. Titans coming off that Monday night dub against the Bills.
Yeah. And I've got Derrick Henry as my running back.
Yeah.
But can they upset the Chiefs? I'll go with the Chiefs.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Chiefs as well.
Okay.
The Chiefs are a team I have trouble picking against.
So far, we agree on both.
Yes. All right, let's see. We need to disagree on at least one so I can tie it up. Falcons at the Dolphins.
I am going to go with my boys.
Okay.
Because they've got to start winning, and they have realized this week, I've been reading some stuff, where, they're coming out saying, we got to do this, got to go. So I think they're going to rally. I'll take the Dolphins.
Someone should have told them in the beginning that they had to start winning. And then maybe they would have started.
Well, they did win week 1, and then I guess they forgot.
True. Yeah, it was against the Patriots.
I didn't say that.
Anyways, I'm going to the Falcons. Because mainly because I have Cordero Patterson in a couple leagues, so I need him. I need him to go off. Okay, Jets at Patriots.
Well, it's got to be the Patriots. I mean, you just can't pick the Jets.
And let me tell you something. The Patriots deserve to, no offense to Jets fans, obliterate the Jets. Like, we have had too many close games that we've dropped. I mean, we had the Texans game that we won, but still, too close. We need to obliterate the Jets.
Okay.
Panthers at Giants.
I will go. Gary won't like this, but I'll go with the Panthers.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do the same.
Yeah.
The Giants, injuries, I'm convinced Daniel Jones is still concussed. I don't really know how he's playing. I don't know. Did you see the hit a couple weeks ago when he
I
got
did.
hit? He was wobbling on that field. He was not walking in a straight
Yeah.
line. Bengals at the Ravens.
Bengals at Ravens are hot. I'm going to go with the Ravens.
Yeah, the Bengals aren't doing so bad, but you're right. The Ravens are hot right now. And what's funny about the Ravens is they have no running back.
They don't.
In the fact that they have 3 running backs, but they're all. It's funny. They have 3 running backs. So they have Latavius Murray, they have Devontae Freeman, and they have Le'Veon Bell. 3 elite running backs,
Right.
from 5 years ago. They're not that good.
Best running back is the quarterback.
Yeah. Let's see. Eagles at Raiders.
That could be a good game.
It could be.
Yeah, I'll go with the Raiders.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do this.
And by the way, John Gruden has come out and said there's more to the story. I don't know what that means. I mean, he wrote some pretty crazy emails, but he says you haven't heard it all.
Maybe he's, you know what it probably is? He's probably going to be like, there's more to the story. I'm publishing a book. Buy it at Amazon. Like he's trying to just make a quick buck because he's out of a job. Lions at the Rams.
Rams.
Yeah, don't mess with the Rams, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of teams that are 5-1. I believe the Rams are one of them. And then the Cardinals, we're speaking of the next game here, the only undefeated team left, and I feel like not enough people are talking about them.
That's true. Not enough people are.
Texans at the Cardinals.
And I say they stay undefeated. I'll say the Cardinals.
Yeah. Texans are another team. This year, randomly, they'll put up good games like against the Patriots. But
Well, they started the season with the whole quarterback thing.
yeah.
And by the way, there are rumors again of Deshaun Watson going to Miami.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, poor Tua, man.
I know.
Tua's just trying to get back at the starting gig.
And he played well in
he's-
London.
And he's got all these rumors about his job getting taken away. All right, we got the Bucks, the Bears at the Buccaneers.
Bears at the Buccaneers. I'll go with Tampa. You never pick against Tom Brady.
Against Tom Brady unless he's facing the Patriots. Or I think he's going to lose. Colts at the 49ers.
49ers?
Yeah, that's a tough one. I think I read that Jimmy G is back. Maybe he was back last week. I don't really know. I don't really pay attention to the 49ers all that much.
Yeah.
I'm also going to go 49ers.
All right.
And last but not least, Monday Night Football, Saints at Seahawks.
Again, I never know which Saints team is going to show up.
Yeah, plus Geno Smith isn't looking too bad on
For the
Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Yeah. I have heard rumors that Cam Newton has been in talks with the Seahawks.
Yes, I heard that.
That would be interesting to see.
I'll go with the Saints. You'll take the Seahawks?
Is that what you're doing? You're waiting to pick the other team?
No, I will take the Saints.
Okay. I'm going to lock your answer in then. So
Okay.
Because I don't know yet.
You don't know yet. We're getting along here. We need to.
I'm gonna let the viewers pick my Monday night game.
Oh, okay.
Saints or Seahawks. You guys let me know. I'm posting a poll.
Saints or Seahawks?
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna make a poll? Okay. Just gonna make a poll out of that. We need your. So whatever they decide, you're gonna go with.
Yep.
Okay. That's cool. I like that.
You're a little jealous. You sound like you wish you did that.
Maybe I'll do it next week. Then you'll say I'm copying you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know me so well. Who's going to win Monday Night Football? All right.
All right.
You guys vote in the poll, please.
Let me get in the news this morning. Just a couple of stories. Buckingham Palace said yesterday that Queen Elizabeth spent a night in a hospital after being advised by her doctors to rest. The palace said the 95-year-old monarch went to an unspecified hospital for preliminary investigations. It said she returned to her Windsor Castle home at lunchtime on Thursday and remains in good spirits. On Wednesday, the Queen canceled a scheduled trip to Northern Ireland. The palace said she had reluctantly accepted medical advice to rest for a few days. They did not elaborate. That's a British story for you, I guess. The coming winter may be marked by above-average temperatures in New England. This is according to the National Weather Service. The area where above-average temperatures are more likely includes much of the east and the southern tier of the United States. So I would think that includes Gail in Maryland and Sarah and the crew in Virginia. The greatest likelihood is in the southeast. The winter forecast found a 40 to 50% chance of above-average temperatures in our region. This was the warmest summer ever in Boston, followed by the second hottest, September, and October has been warm also so far. In the 70s, I think, yesterday.
Climate change is no joke, people.
All right, Ferrara Candy, the makers of Brock's candy corn that has an estimated share of 85% of the country's candy corn market, they were hit by a ransomware attack. Earlier this month, that caused a disruption in the production of candy corn. Dun, dun, dun. I just felt like we needed that.
Oh, okay.
Systems were hacked and encrypted, and the incident is being investigated by authorities. The company is still slowly working to restore everything back to 100%. The factory in Chicago is currently operating at a limited capacity, but is still working to fulfill all orders to distribution centers across the country.
I really hope the hacker was just trying to like erase all candy corn. Like his goal was just to like delete all whatever. I don't even know the secret recipe.
Something.
Imagine being in the other 15% of the market though, trying to compete with this candy corn.
I know
giant.
what motivates you every day to go and try. I don't know.
I think I should join and make a better candy corn. A candy corn that doesn't taste like chalk.
Okay.
Yeah, I have an idea. Who do I talk to about making candy?
There'd be a market for that. All right.
Because I have an idea. We'll talk after the show. This is an idea I'm not going to say on the show. I don't want somebody to say
Okay.
it. Yeah.
All right.
I'm getting in the candy game, people.
Lips are sealed.
Yep.
And health experts say the latest TikTok trend, which involves putting lemon juice in coffee, should not be done. The trend started when several users on TikTok promoted putting lemon juice in their morning coffee, saying that it helps with weight loss. But health experts say that is not the case. Adding lemon to your coffee will not help you lose weight. They do say drinking more calorie-free beverages, especially warm beverages, can help to increase the feeling of fullness, which may lead to eating smaller portions and then some weight loss. But the lemon juice has nothing to do with it.
They do say lemon water in the morning. Warm lemon water is good for like digestion. Not weight loss though.
I have heard that. Yes. Yeah. All right.
So I don't know if it works the same in coffee, but so probably not working for weight loss, but maybe digestion.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Sibling rivalries in the news here. Most people continue to measure themselves against their brothers and sisters well into adulthood. 51% surveyed still have a competitive relationship with their brothers and sisters. Many can't help but compete over career goals and even home ownership. Another 20% still argue over who is their parents' favorite in the family. You just talked about this.
I mean, I think we do it as a joke. I think we all know.
I would hope so.
I think we all know Charlie's the favorite. No, we can't
Charlie is
compete
now,
with him.
yeah. I can't even compete with Charlie.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. Yeah, no, I would say we jokingly compete with each other.
Mm.
The good thing about the career goal-wise is we all have like very different career goals.
That's true.
No one really overlaps. So
we got the Navy, we have banking, we have an athletic trainer, and we have a podcast host.
Unemployed. Yeah. Yeah. Very different from each other.
Or musician, I should say.
Whatever you want to call it.
You should go with musician.
Soon to be candy corn maker.
There you go.
Yeah.
Other areas brothers and sisters keep battling over include their vacation destinations. Why?
Wait, siblings battle over what?
Yeah. Other areas that siblings battle over include their vacation destinations.
The only thing that comes to mind is I keep trying to get included in Kat's honeymoon trip to Disney World.
How's that working out?
Not good.
Yep.
Yeah, they booked their room and it only has one bed, so not looking good.
They also battle over who drives a nicer car. I can see you guys doing that, just jokingly, you know?
Again, though, kind of maybe Kat and Sarah probably want similar cars.
Okay.
But they don't really compete over it.
And they also battle over their skills as a parent. So far, only Sarah's a parent.
We only have one parent.
Currently battle. Just under 1 in 5 report they've had a rivalry with their siblings at every stage of their lives. 43% believe this competition heightens each year around big gift-giving holidays, like birthdays and Mother's Day.
Not really. No, we don't really run into that too often.
Notice Father's Day is the...
Well, screw them.
I
will say most of the time we go we together on gifts.
You do that. So, you have a little group chat, don't you?
We always talk about gifts before it actually happens.
You do battle about whoever's late getting their payment in. I have noticed.
Oh yes, that I will say that. That we
so and so hasn't paid me yet.
Certain siblings, I'm not going to name any names.
No.
Certain siblings from the southern regions of the United States like to take their sweet time when it comes to paying people back. That's all we'll say. They do. They pay you back eventually. You just got to nag them for like 6 months.
I did tease this story on Facebook yesterday, and Diane did say, I can't wait to hear the Braley bunch about sibling rivalries. They really don't have that I'm aware of.
Not with like what they said, like career goals or anything like that. One more thing on my career goals, though. I was talking to Justin last night, and I described my goal for life perfectly.
Oh.
I want to be the guy
Please tell.
that nobody knows by name. So you're not going to be like, oh, that's Matt Braley. But everyone will see my face and say, why does he look familiar? So I don't want to be famous to the point where everyone's like, oh, that's Matt Braley. But everyone will be like, wait a minute. Wait, I know he's from, hold on.
I like that. It's different.
Nope, I have no idea what he is. That's what people will do with me.
I like that.
See, it was partially a joke. You're doing the father thing now. This is why this podcast doesn't work sometimes. That was supposed to be a joke about not shooting high, not reaching for the stars there. I'm saying that no one's going to know my name,
but I'm supporting you.
But you're like, I'm so sweetie.
Sweetie, go for it.
That is golden. I hope no one knows your name.
Take your dreams and fly.
Yeah. Okay. I'm done
By the
for
way,
the day.
Did you see Kat's response to your? Hey, come back.
What?
Okay. Did you see Kat's comments?
Bad jokes. Yes, Matei, I'm sorry, but you're not coming on the honeymoon.
Nope, not going to do it.
Well, after this depressing moment, I could use it, Kat.
Gary did say there's always a couch.
That's true.
There's always a
Plus,
couch.
I mean, places like that, you can always get a cot. So,
true.
Yeah.
You can roll away cot.
Yep.
On average, siblings usually argue twice a month over things such as politics or what to watch on TV. You guys don't argue politics, do you?
No.
I don't think I've ever.
Not
heard
really.
it. No.
I don't think we're not all necessarily like into it that much.
Yeah.
Some are more into it than others.
Right.
So.
And about what to watch on TV.
None of us live together.
Well, yeah, that's true. But you do talk about shows, like you and Sarah love The Office, and then Kat loves what? Big Bang Theory,
Friends. I mean, Kat likes The Office too. Kat likes The
right.
Office too.
Yeah. A third admit that they have stopped talking to a brother or sister for a period of time over a disagreement. Have you ever?
I don't think we've gotten there.
I don't think anything.
The only thing I can think of, Kat would have to, like when Kat and Sarah lived together, they would have some serious, like when Sarah was still living here.
Oh, yeah.
Before anyone moved out, Kat and Sarah would have.
Well, they shared a room and probably took some clothing from each other. Yeah, that type of thing. So.
But since then, no, I don't think we've really had that. Gail did say, my siblings and I are fiercely competitive in board, card, or physical games, but totally supportive in the rest of life. Yeah, that sums up us
That nails
perfectly.
it. Yeah, board games can get pretty competitive.
Gail said, but Kat, you could have Matt carry your luggage, get your drinks from the bar. The possibilities are endless. He really wants to go. Or, hear me out, Kat, we make Josh do that, and you and me just enjoy ourselves.
But it's their honeymoon.
Details.
Okay.
Details. Yeah.
Minor details. All right, so let us know if that little story about sibling rivalry, if you can relate to it, either when you were growing up or with your kids.
Kat said, hashtag tape in the middle of our floor dividing the room, LOL.
They did that once.
Yeah.
They did put tape down to divide the room. I remember that. Is America tired of cooking? Americans have hit their tipping point, it seems, in the kitchen. In fact, nearly half feel drained even thinking about prepping and cooking their next meal. Results show that people want to spend less than 25 minutes cooking a meal, from prep to ready time, but many take about an hour to prepare one meal. That's probably what mine. I know I look at some of mine on Pinterest, and it'll say cooking time, preparation time, and it equals a half hour. But it usually comes out to be an hour by the time I get things together.
Yeah, except there's always the time when you're not prepared. Like yesterday, when you read the thing, you read the recipe at like 12:30, and you're like, it says it takes 6 to 8 hours in the crock pot. And I literally said, I was like, you better hope it's 6, or else we're eating at 8:30
Good thing you're not checking this at 3, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, going back to it, more than 1/3 feel their patience in the kitchen is at an all-time low. 45% of Americans feel like their schedule is too busy, so cooking is not at the front of their minds. 69% say they would enjoy cooking and preparing meals more if there was less cleanup afterwards. Mom and I have a deal, and that is if I cook, she cleans.
Yep.
And she, a lot of people say, well, you lose out on that, don't you? And she says, nope, I don't have to cook.
Yeah, she does not like cooking. She said, I cooked for 30 years or something like that.
Yeah,
She's
I cooked for 35 years. Now he can do it.
Does not like cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another pain point for Americans is experiencing fatigue from making the same recipes over and over again. I can see that. 71% say they're interested in having more variety in the food they cook every week.
Yeah, we kind of go through stages. We fiend.
Yeah, we do.
We fiend meals for a while. And
Right.
then,
But I think, my advice would be to be open to what, for instance, Sarah was saying that she made a dish last night. And I said, oh, what was it? And she started to explain what was in the meal. And I said, oh, it sounds good. Send me that recipe. So be open to new things.
Mm-hmm.
Nearly 60% find their time to be more valuable than ever these days. And if their time cooking was cut in half, they feel they could watch television, read, sleep, exercise, or even engage in self-care. I don't know if watch television should be in there, Well, I guess if you don't have time to watch it. More than half the poll turn to meal kits, and 29% use heat and eat meals to cut down cooking times. I have seen, is anybody using those meal kits, those things that get delivered to your house?
like
And
HelloFresh.
yeah, that's one of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody using that? Is it expensive? And is it good? Is it good for you? I'd love to know if anyone knows.
Giving up on cooking, huh?
No, just being open to new ideas.
Oh, okay.
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 Feel Good Friday is next, but first, should we get caught up here on?
We're caught up
going
for the
on?
most part. Kat said the only time Sarah and I stop talking now is when we have a secret to keep from each other. Never
And-
when we're mad. Yeah, because you guys stink at keeping secrets.
And they both stink. They just can't talk to each other because it'll spill out.
Yeah, I will say the Saints have won my poll, so I'm going with the Saints.
Okay.
So I will update the pick. But yeah, that's it.
So we both have the Saints.
Yeah.
All right, it is time for Feel Good Friday, and I'm very happy to say we have 2 voicemails this week about Feel Good Friday. I'm really happy we have this new option because it's a lot easier for some people to tell a story than it is to sit down and write it nowadays. So that's one of the things about the phone line. Feel free to leave us a voicemail, all right? Let's have if you got them both back to back, let's check them out.
All right, let's do it. This one's from Gary.
Gary, okay.
Good morning, gents. Me and Emily for Feel Good Friday are really happy to announce that we are signing our wedding venue today. So we will finally have our date and our venue booked. Hope you guys are having a good Friday. Pete, go Dolphins, even though my Giants are probably going to lose. And Matt, I hope the Jets beat the Patriots. Sorry.
Rude. That's
What?
very rude.
Jets beat the
The
Patriots.
Jets.
So that's cool. You have your what's the word I'm looking for? Destination.
The venue.
Thank you.
Yes.
You have your. I know that's been tough, right? As so many people are rebooking weddings that didn't happen during the pandemic. So
Congratulations.
congrats. Yes.
And we do have another one here.
All right.
I have a Feel Good Friday. This is an anonymous caller who is a frequent poster. But I'm blowing off 4 days of work as you play this message on the air. Because I will be somewhere in the sky midway to Vegas, baby, for a long weekend with hubby. And also, son who will drive there from an undisclosed California city.
I know who this
If
is.
I win big, all of you subscribers and your entire family, as well as pets, along with the entire Braley bunch and pets, I'll bribe an admiral if I have to get some Navy personnel along with us. You will all be my guests at a luxury location to be determined later for 4 days of nonstop games and a cook-off. There'll be open bar, 24/7 buffets with vats of banquet mashed potatoes. Now, don't you all feel good? Wish me luck. And remember, mum's the word. And please erase this message when done.
Oh, the staple.
Very, very discreet.
The staple self-destruct. I hope she wins. That sounds like a great getaway.
Do you know what you're getting yourself into? You want the whole Braley bunch and pets. So, I mean, we're talking, let's see, we have 1 dog. Sarah has 2 dogs. Doug has a dog. So we're talking 4 dogs. We're talking about 75 people.
I don't know if she thought that through.
But there's a vat of banquet mashed potatoes.
So you're in.
When I think of the amount of mashed potatoes that I would like to eat at a certain time, vat has never been one of them, but I think it has now become the new favorite. That's the new goal. I want to strive for that.
You want a vat
of mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, Kat had a new recipe idea for us. So folks can try.
Well, no, Rachel just made a stuffed bell pepper meal with rice last night from HelloFresh, and it was delicious.
Oh, okay, from HelloFresh. Okay.
So I think they send the ingredients. You still got to make it. You still got to put it together.
Okay.
But they send you everything you need.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, saves a lot of time. I have one other feel-good Friday story for you today. September 26th was a very sentimental day for John Barry as he finally experienced the realization of a 40-year dream, one that he honestly thought might never happen. His mother, Janice, passed away unexpectedly when he was 15 years old, and his dad eventually sold her car. It was a 1971 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme. It was a convertible, purchased by a GM auto executive in the early 80s. John never had the chance to own any of his mom's personal belongings after she passed, but for decades he continued to hunt for this car. Once he did find it, he stayed in touch with the second owner, but the man never seemed interested in selling the car. John's wife, Shannon, said, thankfully he was a car guy and collector, so they knew he was taking good care of the green convertible. Out of the blue, he wrote to John in September saying he'd had a change of heart and was ready to pass ownership on to him, knowing that it would mean a lot to an original family member. The car is all original. It has only 42,000 miles on it. And once it had arrived in Union, Kentucky, John even found some of his mom's belongings still in the glove compartment. Her sunglasses were there, some earrings, and a comb. John says so many memories are stirred riding in the same car that my late mother drove around in. That comes from goodnewsnetwork.org. That's the one John Krasinski started, right? During the pandemic.
Is it? Yeah.
The GNN, the Good News Network.
Nice.
So that came from their webpage. So
That's awesome.
all right, remember, if you have a Feel Good Friday story, let us know. You can either send it to us in email form, or you can now call us, use the voicemail, 774-473-9910. Time for the random question. I mentioned before our question was, if you could go what country would you most like to visit? What country would you most like to visit? I think we got a post from Gail.
Yes. She said, I've wanted to go to Switzerland since I had to write a report in 4th grade. I've been to Norway thrice and would go back there in a heartbeat. It's magical.
Switzerland. Yeah, that does sound cool. That'd be cool. Yeah.
A lot of skiing over there, right? Or is that Switzerland?
Can be. Yeah.
Yeah, and we talked about skiing. I'm not
the Swiss Alps, right, are over there. How about you?
If there's anything other than skiing, then I'm there. I feel like Greece would be cool. I always see some really cool pictures from Greece.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool.
Isn't there right on the coast too? Isn't there like Mamma Mia took place there, didn't it? I think it did.
You might be right.
I think that
was
Greece.
I don't know Mamma Mia behind the scenes facts.
The island of Crete, I think, is that way too. Mm-hmm. So, anyone else? What country would you most like to visit?
But also, I don't know, just like the UK would be cool to go to.
Yeah.
California would be really cool to go to. Seems like a different country.
No.
It's way over there. I mean,
takes you 6 hours
I'm
to get
closer
there?
to Canada than I am to California.
This is true. Very true.
Yeah.
But yeah, the UK is cool. Mom and I went there. We did. I think it was 1986, maybe?
Yeah, it was pre-K, pre-kids.
Pre-kids.
Yeah.
1986, we met some friends on a cruise. We met some folks on a cruise. We had dinner with them every night at our table. Hans and Karen from Holland. And we are still Facebook buddies. That's one thing I love about Facebook. I think Hans has watched the show, so we have an international audience. But we went over there, and they went with it. We went to Holland, then we went down to Belgium, France. Then they went home, and we flew over to England. So it was cool. It was 1986.
Sounds like life was a lot better back then.
Well, it was pre 9/11. You know,
I was saying before kids. Why do you make it so serious? Wow.
No. Well, I always do that to him.
It's got so serious.
He comes out with a joke, and I throw in something that just kind of brings it right down.
Yep.
What does Gail say? Definitely not going anywhere for the skiing.
Yeah.
Sicily was beautiful, and the food out of this world. I imagine Italy would be similar. Yeah, I think the food would be great. I think it really would.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what did Kat say?
Kat said, I would say Greece or France.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. 2 great places. Anybody else? Let us know in the chat.
In the chat. What country would you most like to visit? Do you judge people?
Yes.
Over half of Americans admit to judging their colleagues' office decor or furniture during virtual meetings, judging the backgrounds on Zoom.
Oh, interesting.
There's even a not TikTok. There's even a Twitter page that rates the backdrop of all these reporters, who have been doing their reports from their home, and it rates. They'll give you a 9 out of 10 for the backdrop. So
I like the default politician background is a bookcase.
Pretty much.
If you look at if you just watch any news network and they're interviewing a politician via Zoom, they just have a ton of books. They have a set of encyclopedias.
Who uses?
Yeah, when's the last time you do you even know how to look through an encyclopedia? I would guarantee that they don't.
And do you look at the books they have? I do.
Sometimes.
I'm always curious. And most of them have the book they wrote up on.
Who does that?
I mean, really.
Cocky people. I see. If I was putting books behind my head, I could do this. I literally put books behind my head. I would pick the weirdest ones. If I'm going to be on a big news network, I would put 50 Shades of Grey up there. I would put a bunch of kids' books. I don't know.
Curious
Maxie
George.
the Taxi, right next to 50 Shades of Grey. How weird would that be? That sounds like a crime of some kind.
You have War and Peace up there, and then Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Yeah. Just some weird stuff.
64% said they were so concerned about being judged themselves that they decided to upgrade their own space. Let me make it look better.
I mean, we did that.
Yeah. I did that once. I was interviewed, Paul Santos on Facebook. He interviewed me about the book when I was down in Virginia. And you happened to be there. All the Sibs were there. And I was like, where should I do? What's a good backdrop? Because I wanted it to look halfway decent,
Yeah, that's another time you use Zoom. You always love to say I made it through the pandemic without using Zoom. You used it many times. You just don't remember.
Probably.
Because you used Zoom that time.
Yeah. And the church that Sarah and I went to in Virginia.
That was another one.
She did church every Sunday on Zoom.
Yep.
So we would log in. You're right.
Yeah.
Well, somebody else did the setup for me, I think, all the time.
Yeah, there's always an excuse.
There's one color that you should never wear to a job interview. What do you think it is?
I feel like I was meant to answer these questions.
Apparently, it will spook potential employers.
Spook potential employers.
Yeah. There's one color that you should never wear to an interview.
Because it spooks them. I'm trying to think of what color would spook me. Okay, well, you gave me the answer. Thanks.
I was giving them the answer.
I'm sitting right here. How would I not see you?
I didn't know you were looking.
My desk is angled towards you. What is wrong?
What were you going to say? It
doesn't matter
now. No. Tell me.
It doesn't matter.
Did you think of anything?
Not yet.
We're going to break up on
process.
We're going to break up on a Friday.
I typically break down my process. I was going to say spook makes me think of Halloween. It probably would have led me to orange. But now the world may never know.
Career experts said research over the last 50 years has helped us to understand that 75% of a face-to-face conversation is nonverbal. 75%. Words are used primarily to convey information, while body language, facial expressions, and personal presentation are used to evaluate interpersonal attitudes and trust. While orange might be your favorite color, on the receiving end, orange can unintentionally communicate that you are an attention-seeking, overconfident candidate.
I hate these reports.
Why?
Because I don't think the color you wear plays that much of a role.
Really?
Yeah. I'm going to start conducting interviews just to see.
When you are picking an outfit for a job interview, remember that you are trying to sell yourself and convince your potential employer that you'll take the job seriously and be an asset to the team. Experts suggest that you compromise by wearing an outfit in your favorite shade of blue. They say blue is the way to go. I always thought maybe a gray suit, too, would be nice. Maybe with a splash of color, not orange.
I don't know. There's probably a reason why that's a bad choice. I think I'm going to start applying for jobs just so I can get to the interview phase.
Yeah. And then ask them.
Try out all these things.
Oh, okay.
All these nonsense things that people say.
So you would walk in with an orange shirt.
I would walk in with an orange tuxedo on.
Oh, that could be good, yeah.
And then they'll be like, yeah, this is great. When can you start? And just be like, oh, I actually can. But this was fun. Thank you for the opportunity. And then walk out. I just needed to know that I could get the job.
Wouldn't you at some point ask, do you like the suit? Or just...
No, I would just... Because the report says if you're wearing orange, typically you're probably not going to get the job. So I'm going to wear orange, get a bunch of jobs.
Get the
be
job.
Like, hey,
you're wrong.
Just ruin this journalist's life. That's what I'm going to do.
Time for today's fascinating fact. The next time you call something as American as apple pie, you might want to consider the fact that neither apples or apple pie originally came from America.
I didn't even know that was a saying. People say that?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's as American as apple pie. What was the old ad? Was it Chevrolet? The American things are baseball, apple pie, and Chevrolet. Just means America.
Interesting.
Yes. Apples are from Asia. They are native to Asia. And the first recorded recipe for an apple pie was actually written in England. So there you go.
I mean, again, I didn't know that was a saying. So
Okay. One other story this morning, and that is when your boyfriend or your husband has many female friends, should you be concerned? If your husband or significant boyfriend has many female friends, should you be concerned? Well, the experts say, and we love the experts, it could mean several things, including that he may have grown up in a household with a strong mother and one or more sisters, so he feels comfortable around a group of women.
Mm-hmm.
A relationship expert also says some men say they enjoy having multiple female friends because they find women are more open to sharing and hearing about emotional issues, and they feel they can't be as vulnerable with their male friends. Yeah, I can't be open with the guys. Still, others may enjoy having women they can bounce their romantic ideas off of or their romantic issues without worrying about upsetting their current partner. Now, the expert does warn there may be guys who feel more dominant around women than they do around men, and they may be hoping to woo their platonic friends into something more. So that could be an issue, but there are other reasons why they may have so many female friends.
Interesting. The first thing I'll say is all these reports start off with experts say. How do I become one of the experts?
I know. I've always wanted to be an expert.
What would qualify? Who qualifies for that position to be an expert? Like, is it like psychologists?
Most likely.
Like, who are the experts here?
I would think most
and
likely.
I feel like I should be nominated. And secondly, here's the deal: are they doing sketchy stuff? Are they hiding stuff? If they're hiding stuff, it's a problem. If they're not hiding stuff, then it's not a problem. There you go.
Okay. Simplified it right there.
There you go. If they're being sketchy, then probably something. But are you overthinking it? Are you overreacting?
Yeah.
Ask yourself that. There you go. I'm an expert. Didn't waste your time. Right to the point. Gail did say, then you can write songs about your experiences. Yay, more Hunter Braley tunes. I don't necessarily know how job interviews would inspire songs. Unless it was something else.
I thought she was talking about women in that, but because definitely songs come out of relationships.
Because I think this was before that.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I don't know. If I'm writing songs about job interviews, I don't really think that would be exciting. Especially about like me wearing orange to a job interview. I don't know about that song.
Of all the things you could write about, yes.
Yeah. Let's see. Justin said, when there is an office study, you'll be contacted as one of the experts. True.
See, that would make you an expert because you've seen it so many times.
Yeah. I can just imagine me sitting in the room with this expert. This is how I imagine these articles go. This is not how they probably go. I just imagine there's a room labeled like experts, and you walk in there, and they walk in, and they're like, how do we feel about orange shirts? And they're like, and I would sit there and I'm like, what the hell's wrong with an orange shirt? And they'll be like, get out, leave. No.
Or they'd look at you and say, okay, we got one.
Yeah,
so
one.
95% feel this way.
Yeah.
And there's
676 to 1. Okay. Yeah,
Yep.
you lose, buddy. I'm sorry.
You know what's funny
But
is
that's it. Like, they just walk in, they're like, orange shirts, how do we feel? And they all just sit there in unison. They're like men with friends that are girls.
Then you got one guy who says, oh, he might have had a lot of sisters.
Yeah. They're like, okay, we'll put that. We'll put that.
Put that about 33%.
All right, Todd, we'll give you this one. Yeah. Like, that's how I imagine these things happening.
When I was doing the talk show on radio, every year we would get a book of experts.
A book of experts?
We would get a catalog, and it would be listed by issues, whatever the issue was. Alphabetical, too, like age, ageism, agriculture, baseball, and it would go on. And there would be at least 2 or 3 experts for each issue. And it would tell you how to contact them for an interview. So,
I guess put my name on that. Let me be a part of this.
what do you feel like you could be an expert in?
Everything.
Maybe that would be a good question for us to throw out somewhere.
They'll call me and they'll be like, hey, we got this study about orange shirts and job interviews. And I'll start going off like, who the hell cares?
Now,
and they'll hang up and never use my opinion.
You could actually sell yourself, and that's the key.
That sounds illegal.
Well, no, I don't mean sell yourself.
Oh.
But you could actually convince people, how's that, that you're an expert on songwriting simply because you've written how many songs?
No, see, I'm too down to earth where I would never like advertise myself.
I know, but
because I know that I'm not.
But I'm saying you could.
But I'm saying I would never.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, other people would, because they would say, well, I've written a number of songs. How many? 6.
Yeah.
But they sell themselves by saying, well, I'm an expert on this. What makes you an expert? I've done.
They also milk it. They're like, an award-winning songwriter, and it's like the award I won was like the Fairhaven High, Mr. Fairhaven. Like I won Mr. Fairhaven. They're like an award-winning performer.
Award-winning performer.
Yeah, I love that.
That's right. It would work.
Yeah. Best-selling author. Where was it best-selling? A small Kansas town.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm probably an expert on. I could promote myself as an expert on strokes because I had one.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Makes me an expert,
I guess.
Plus, I've read a lot of books on it, so I'm an expert. So.
Yeah. I mean, we have the internet. Everyone can be an expert. Everyone on Facebook thinks they're an expert.
Yes, they do. You're very right. All right, let's see what else we have here. We have...
Oh, in the chat?
Yeah, what did we get? We're getting people talking about...
They did guess the color. Gary guessed the color red. Justin and Gail both said red. Which
okay.
I feel like is a pretty good guess. Red is a bold color.
It is bold.
To wear.
But it's a good color. Like I said, if you had a gray suit with a red tie and white shirt...
You're just trying to show off like that suits. Like, I'm Pete. I'm a fashion expert because I own a suit.
No, I have a suit guy. I go to my suit guy. He's the expert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gary says, country, what was it, country that you want to visit? He said Italy, England, France.
Italy, England, France. That
Pretty
would be a
solid-
nice
pretty
trip.
solid options. Justin said, "I love to visit Spain, Netherlands, and Iceland."
The Netherlands were cool. Is that Holland? Holland? I think so. Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. They have windmills there, and it was different. Like breakfast is different. You eat pizza with a fork and knife. We went out for pizza one night.
Who told you that? The experts?
No, we went out. My friend Karen. We went out for pizza, and I think it was her husband Hans leaned over and said, "Whatever you do, don't pick it up." I was like, "What? It's pizza." He said, No. We use fork and knife.
Why would they make it like that then?
Oh.
The pizza is made with a handle on it.
When in Holland,
The crust
do as
is
Holland
the
does.
handle of pizza.
I know.
That might be the most philosophical statement you've ever heard in your life. But that's the truth.
Yeah.
And I stand by it. And we should make a t-shirt out of it.
I don't know where we were.
Crust is the handle of pizza.
I don't know if it was Holland or France, but to get my morning coffee was weird because they drink tea. They drink tea in the morning. So
Can't really get behind tea. Like every now and then I'll drink some tea.
I've only had it when I have a sore throat. I'll do
If I
tea,
lose my voice, I'll
tea
drink
and
some
honey.
tea.
Tea and honey.
It's just kind of like water with a dash of unexciting taste.
Justin agrees. Most of Europe eats it with a fork and knife.
I was shell-shocked. Yeah.
Shell-shocked.
I think Pete's loving reading the chats now.
I haven't been able to do this for 4 months.
87 shows.
87 shows.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Gail says that her husband, Bill and I always ate our pizza with knife and fork. Wow.
Why, though?
I've seen your mother do it too, haven't
It's
I?
not as exciting.
Haven't I seen Mom do it? Knife
Yeah.
and fork with pizza?
Plus, I'm going to sound fat. You can't eat it as fast. Like, it slows down the process way too much. Come on.
Yeah, but if you're dining with friends, I mean,
All of my friends, no one would care.
Oh yeah,
no
that's
one would
true.
care.
All right.
If I was with friends and I started eating pizza with a fork and knife, they would no longer be my friends. I would be kicked out of the friend squad.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow. That'd be harsh.
that's the truth.
Okay.
If one of my friends, if Justin started eating pizza with a fork and knife, you're out, Justin. I'm sorry.
Justin,
Can't do it. Can't do it.
come over. We'll feed you.
Trish started eating pizza with a fork and knife. I haven't talked to her in 16 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just
We live in the same house. We don't talk anymore.
Post-it notes.
We
for,
don't talk
for whatever they
anymore.
need.
We don't talk anymore.
That'll do it for today. And thank you so much for your comments. And I'm just like you. Did I miss anything?
No, I'm keeping tabs. See, this is going to be the struggle of the chat. You're always like, you're looking at it like, let's see what we got here. But I've read them all.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are
We're caught up.
in charge.
Let's see
of
if I
the
miss
chats.
anything. I don't think I missed a single thing today.
All right. Well, we'll post it later in the day to see if other folks have countries they would like to visit.
Gary said, I would too pick the Panthers, Pete.
Oh, yeah. He's kind of down on his Giants right now, which I've been down on my Dolphins too, but I'm hoping this week
I
for
heard
a rally.
Saquon might be back next week, but that's probably unlikely.
Oh, he had that ugly ankle,
Yeah,
right?
the ugly ankle sprain.
The ugly ankle sprain.
Yeah, just rashing on the dude's ankles. Ankle shaming. Way to go, Pete.
Time for today's thought for the. Oh, actually, I have to do something else first.
This guy.
This is how you can tell the show's live. All right. We hope we started your day off on a good note because that's always our goal. If you enjoy what we do here, please hit the like button and also subscribe so that you don't miss any future shows. And also, a little side note here.
Okay.
If you know of anybody that might be interested in the show or used to be a listener on radio, there are some that aren't sure how to access the show. So if you could pass it along that, if we're friends on Facebook, it just pops right up on their screen. Or they could like the Pete Braley Show page and then...
Well, the link pops up and then you got to click the link.
Right,
Yeah.
right. But show them how to do it, okay? And then, because we'd love to have as many people as possible in our community here. Don't forget, we're live every weekday morning at 8 o'clock on YouTube. Also available on any of your favorite podcast apps. And don't forget, you can reach us over the weekend. Leave a voicemail at the number 774-473-9910. Thank you so much for the two that left a voicemail today. Now we leave you with the thought for the day. And our thought today is, You're always one decision away from a totally different life. Just decide to change it and do it.
I like it.
All right. Have a great weekend. No matter what, make it a great day.
Peace.